Welcome to the bold analysis. This country is a country of a lot of vitimbire. But again, sadly, that's where we are. Today, I just came home a bit in the evening and I listened to the speech, or rather the press briefing, by our Inspector General, talking about and saying how the NPS had banned any sort of demonstration in Nairobi, the Monday and Thursday demos in Nairobi that had been called by Raila Odinga. And when I was in the car, when I was talking to my Uber guy coming home, and the Uber guy told me, Kevin, tomorrow, and he told me I am not going to work. Yes, not because tomorrow is a holiday, as Raila said, but I'm not going to work because I am not going to risk. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want us to look at the development in the political scene as far as the mass action is concerned. And get this, what the police boss is saying. Get this soundbite from the police boss.
Mambo ya picha wale walionekana kwa magazeti. Yes, si ndio tu iko mapicha tumepeana kule nje, na kesho, hata kesho tutachukua picha. Yote ataonekana akibeba mawe, akibomoa, akiharibu mali. Tutachukua hatua. Hizo picha dadangu nitakueleza. Angalia hii logo. Hii logo, I'm the president of African Police. At the moment, as you are sitting, Kenya, we have the EO seat. We chair African Police. I'm the president of the African Police in the whole continent. Kwa hivyo kama hii jambo ilifanyika Burundi, I'm interested. Kama ilifanyika Rwanda, I'm interested. So don't worry, yes, it's true. So a criminal is a criminal. We work with Interpol, work with what you call YAPCO. 14 countries. Ukifanya makosa Seychelles, I will follow you. Ukifanya makosa Southern Sudan.
So that is police boss banning Azimio demos. And then I was looking at, that is part of a reaction, or rather trying to prepare the ground ahead of that. Remember, it's also coming in the backdrop of claims by Azimio leaders that their security had also been withdrawn. And of course, they were asking the government to reinstate their security. And of course, those who are participating in it. The irony is, and there are two police operations going on. There is the Nairobi operation and there is the North Rift operation, where you have seen IG talking about what exactly is happening in Nairobi. Now, I just want to do some small recap. The discussion about DCA sharing fake videos as photos, as some even are from Burundi, I think ended at the DCA coming out to say clearly, apologize for the mishap. But then the coming out to then defend that he's also pursuing those Rwandan protesters. He has the jurisdiction to pursue protesters from any part of Africa because he's the president of Interpol, African Interpol. I think to me he's just trying to sugarcoat it, but the truth of the matter here is that the DCA goofed. So he just wanted to protect them. But on that, he was just trying to goof. But then coming out to tell us that, I lead Africa, probably is to maybe project the profile. I don't know to what extent. I want to compare Nairobi operation and the North Rift operation. The North Rift operation is coordinated by both sides, police and military. And I saw this clip. There is a soundbite here of some leader there complaining totally that the president has been defeated to solve that problem. In fact, there was a clip once saying, we don't even want relief food, we just want peace. I want to compare these two. Then we try to compare what this gentleman is saying in this clip and what is happening here in Nairobi.
I didn't imagine at all that after the struggle that we went through to deliver the presidency of William Ruto, we will be back in these trenches crying because of the same banditry. We have appeared before you, before the president of this country, and we have explained to him the situation here in the ground. We have explained to Kindiki, but it's with a heavy heart that we are now forced to go back to the streets, to go back to the trenches and speak on behalf of our people. What is happening is a classic case of sabotage, and we want the president of this country to listen and those around the president to actually engage him. Your Excellency, you are being sabotaged. There's no operation happening in North Rift. What is happening is PR and a classic case of a coleslaw. No operation. If anybody is reporting any operation, there's no operation at all. And according to our statement, we have confirmed to you that we actually believe that bandits are aware of this coleslaw. We even believe there are elements in the security system who are cooperating with the bandits. There's no way that bandits would be so emboldened more than any other time with attacks that are so coordinated in Samburu, in Baringo, in Elgeyo Marakwet, and in Turkana, when the president of this country assigned an operation order, when KDF support has been cassetted, and bandits are just walking idly. Bandits are all over. We are crying here like now you've seen. We have injured people, we have people killed, and more killings are going on.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, the interest of the security officers and the state has been to ensure that activities go on as usual in CBD, even as far as these protests are concerned. And in the last protest, last Monday, we actually realized that they successfully managed to repulse protesters out of the CBD, and they could not access the CBD. However, something came out very interesting. That how are we going to and you're already creating an environment of arrest. I'm going to arrest everyone holding any stone or anything. But I don't think there is any protester there is no one who goes to town carrying a stone. No one leaves his house. I've not seen someone leaving his house with stone going to town to protest. Okay, it's going to be in all the other areas, not just in Nairobi. So if you're already creating, Raila Odinga team have said, we will get to the street. But the police boss and the security officers are saying, we have banned, but we all know, and it can be challenged in court. I think that it's not within the law for them probably to ban, because it's something that is enshrined in the constitution. Now, how will that chest thumping and creating a ground for an environment of arrest peacefully allow people to go to town and work? How will it resume normalcy? I have a feeling that even a very innocent Kenyan who may not be carrying a stone and is not even part of the protest, if you already said I'm just going to arrest people, who will go to buy in town? Sorry. Who is this person that's going to make purchases in town? If yourself you've said my work is going to arrest, how are you going to differentiate between a protester and an innocent Kenyan? This to me is a strategy. And even saying, leave alone that, even saying I'm going to take people photos of protesters. So we've told my work will be taking photos of protesters, do this and that. We know that recently someone shared photos that were not for even protesters in Kenya. So how are you going to ensure, as in what is the safety of other good Kenyans who could also fall prey to that? Maybe you're not part of that, and you are showing and you're saying that I'm going to take photos of protesters. How are you going to ensure this is a protester and that's not a protester? Because we seem to be trying to arrest the situation, trying to contain the situation. You're already creating an environment where people will feel uncomfortable going to town. In fact, those who are aiding the holiday euphoria are actually the security officers. I don't know what is making it difficult to change the approach. And now instead of just thumping and hitting and creating the hard hitting statements on we've banned, we all know that we've banned is not new. Even last time it was termed illegal. This is just like now it's the IG saying it. But even last time, even the Nairobi Police Commander said it was illegal. They received the message, they received the notification. Then today, boom, they're saying it's not allowed. We all know that the illegality question has never been, it has never been so strong. People are going to come out. So if you show people that I'm going to deal with you and I'm going to arrest so and so, let me tell you, a mere fact that someone is thinking somewhere that Raila Odinga can be arrested, that can make that person not to go to town. Because the truth of the matter here is that there are some things that if they are done, things will go wrong. That's the truth. And of course, it's not. I'm not just the one saying. Even those with intelligence know very well that there is some extreme that if it gets, then things can go wrong. Now, a mere fact that I'm going to arrest so and so, even if you can arrest, it's fine. But with the feeling, we're already creating fear in the population. So, how we are handling it, to me, I wish I agree with what the gentleman is saying, that the kind of energy that we're putting here should be put up there. If here the protesters can be peaceful, what's making it difficult? Instead of banning it, why don't we just protect them? What is becoming so difficult that we are creating a ground for confrontation? In fact, instead of the SMU team doing a lot of the talking in the social media spaces and the churches, I think they should go and challenge. They can challenge that statement, or rather, they said ban by the police, so that maybe a determination from the court will help to give, because there seems to be a sustained approach to make sure that it's contained. My point is clear. If you want people to come to town, then you must not create the fear. And you must not create an environment that shows people things are going to be wrong. Now, if you're saying that and Raila is saying that, you're playing into Raila's trap. Actually, Raila is not. It's not a matter of going to State House or so. I don't think even this week the issue of going to State House has not been so loud. No one has been saying that. But then yourself, you're creating the fear within town. Who's gonna work? That's my point.